Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Now, I'm sure most of you seen last night Liverpool beat Roma 5-2 to go into the second leg of the Champions League game, back to Roma's home ground. Now, this is the question I've got after that performance last night. Is Mo Salah in contention for the Ballon d'Or? Now, Mo Salah last night scored 2 goals and managed to get 2 assists in the game against Roma. Only cemented how good of a season he has had this year. So by looking at his previous seasons at Roma, you're able to see how much of improvement Mo Salah has made this year. I don't believe it's Liverpool that have made him that good. I think it's just the system that he's played in. He's allowed the freedom on the right-hand side to cut in on his left foot. Maybe it's the players around him. Freedom, I think, Jurgen Klopp's given him to attack. Defensively, he doesn't seem like there's too much pressure on him. Maybe it allows him to be, more free when attacking. Now, if we compare Mo Salah's stats this year to his 2 seasons he had in Roma, they speak for themselves. He played 34 games and he scored 14 goals in his first season at Roma. He then pulled it up again the next year. He scored 31 games, he got 15 goals. Now, compared to this year, there is a pretty astonishing jump. He got 33 games, he's got 31 goals in the Premier League. He is now, in the 38-game season, holds a joint record with Cristiano Ronaldo and Luis Suarez with 31 Premier League goals in a singular season. So, compare him already to Cristiano Ronaldo and that one stat there. Probably, potentially, might be able to break it. They've got Stoke the next game coming up. Stoke struggling for wins though. So, let me know, do you think he'll break the record? Or do you think Liverpool might keep him under wraps, same for that Champions League final? Maybe he won't play, but by the looks of it, he's desperate to break this record. See interviews and stuff, he really wants to get there. He even wants to break the older record held by Alan Shearer for most goals in a Division 1 season, before it was the Premier League. Now, with Mo Salah, I believe Liverpool are pretty much into the final of the Champions League. They're 3-goal lead going into the second leg. I know Roma did pull back a 3-goal lead against Barcelona, but for me, I can't see Liverpool not scoring in the next away game. Look at Man City. They went out, they scored, 2 goals they scored in the reverse fixture in the quarterfinals. I don't know how you can keep that front three quiet. Again, last night, 5 goals split between the 3 of them. 2 for Firmino, 2 for Salah, and 1 for Mane, even though he should have had more in the first half. But I don't see how a Roma defence, if they're going to play like they did last night, with such a high line, how they can keep them out, I don't know. So, here, if Mo Salah wins the Champions League, scores a goal in the Champions League final, I think it's hard to say how he's not a good candidate for the Ballon d'Or. So, in the Golden Boot standings, Mo Salah is on top with 31 goals. Messi has 29 goals and Cristiano Ronaldo 24 goals. However, if we're going to go to the Champions League side of the things, Mo Salah has had 10 goals this year in the Champions League. To get double figures in a Champions League campaign is good regardless of who you are. I mean, even have to look at Messi. He's only managed 6 goals this year in the campaign. Not that it's bad, but I'm saying the level is there. Cristiano Ronaldo, however, on the other hand, has 15 goals with still 2 Champions League games to play. Last year he managed to get hat-tricks in the semi-finals, so maybe his goal tally is not finished with yet. The reason why I bring this up is because for a single person with Mo Salah, he's pretty much dragged Liverpool from the second half of the season. Their contention in basically got top 4 in the Premier League. They had a contention with Manchester United for the top 2. Probably it's too far gone now. Probably they're just gonna with save players. They're probably not gonna put that great effort into the Premier League. They have to secure top 4, which I'm pretty sure they will. So yeah, they come third in the Premier League. Mo Salah is a top goal scorer in the Premier League by a mile. Harry Kane still lagging behind. Was he on 24, 25 goals at the moment right now? He's probably not going to catch him in my opinion. And Liverpool have been a surprise team in the Champions League. They'd won, what was it, like 5-0 in the earlier rounds of the Champions League. And I think a lot of people didn't really expect them, or just didn't have their eye on them. It's probably the best counter-attacking side in the entire Europe. But yeah, so I think if Mo Salah gets a Champions League final and he wins it for Liverpool, I think you have to give it to Mo Salah wins it, and he's going to break the 10-year reign of Messi and Ronaldo. However, because I don't think Messi's going to reach it. There's no lie, he's had an incredible season for Barcelona. He's a top goal scorer in the La Liga. But if you look at the previous years, it tends to go to someone who's performed well in the Champions League or has won it in the Champions League. Ronaldo for the past 3 years has dominated the Champions League, and therefore Ballon d'Or also fell his way. You know, he hasn't won all the league titles, but Champions League is where he's won it and scored as many goals as he did. I also think how you compare Mo Salah's season is that he's in now in the Premier League standings with Cristiano Ronaldo and Luis Suarez, two of the best players in the world right now. You know, so to be in their company in stats in the Premier League, I think also highlights how good of a season he has had. So yeah, this is just more of a conversational video. Do you think Mo Salah will win the Ballon d'Or if they make it to the Champions League final? I think he's in for a shout. I think it's between Ronaldo, Messi, and Mo Salah, basically. I think Messi's purely on his league form and goals he scored this year. You know, if you look at their combined goals, Mo Salah has 43 goals in just 41 games in this year. Messi has 40 goals this year, and Ronaldo has 42 goals this year. So Mo Salah has 43 goals this year, Messi has 40 goals this year, and Ronaldo has 42 goals this year. So not much between them in that regard. So let me know what you think. You know, Salah's probably going to win the Golden Boot, the European Golden Boot. If, you know, Ronaldo or Messi doesn't really have, you know, a big 2 or 3 games. They still could go to Messi though. I think Ronaldo might not. I think they might rest him in the rest of the season campaign, purely just because the Champions League games coming up with Barcelona not beating them and having won the Copa del Rey. You know, I think Messi predominantly could maybe catch Mo Salah, but I don't think he will. I think Mo Salah will win the Golden Boot this year. So again, this is a conversation. Do you think Mo Salah has a chance of winning it? Can he break the duck of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi winning it for 10 years? Let me know who's going to win it. I think, personally, right now, Mo Salah is the best player in the world on current form. I think Ronaldo's quite close. You know, look at what he did with Juventus. You know, some crazy goals he scored, you know, and his game's adapted now. You know, he's more of a number 9 rather than a winger now. He's still got a little bit of pace on him, but he's quality finishing. So, depending on how Ronaldo performs in the semi-finals here, I think Mo Salah's in contention for the Ballon d'Or. Let me know what you guys think. You know, am I right? Am I wrong? Do you think no, he's got no chance of winning it? Is Ronaldo the favourite, or do you think Messi, you know, on his current league performance, he deserves the Ballon d'Or? Let me know in the comments below. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you did enjoy this, and I'll see you later.